Hey, Summit Kids leaders. This is the part one of a two-part series when it comes to our vision for the upcoming months to years with Summit Kids at Alamance campus. This video is strictly on strategy, and the next video is on implementation of how we feel like God wants to just like dive in and what areas he wants us to go after. So looking at strategy, what is strategy? A strategy is a plan of action with an end in mind. Strategy is important. A strategy links whatever you have to whatever you're going. I think of caution cones. If you've ever been to a concert or a fair, you have a lot of people that are coming into one location. It's helpful when there's caution cones and they're lined up strategically to know where, it helps you know where you're supposed to go next. We have people that are flooding into our doors, families from different demographics that have been a part of church. This is their first time, that are skeptic, that have been faithful, that are coming in. And what we want to do is being strategic means all of your activities, resources, everything in Summit Kids and Summit students must work in a clear plan to lead and guide parents and kids in a direction. Since strategy involves having a plan of action with an end in mind, it's important for us to answer two questions. And while we lead. Now, these are also good questions for us as parents. Number one is this: what do you want kids to become? What do you want kids to become? When kids grow up and leave the church, what do you want their faith to look like? Let me put it this way. When they're freshmen in college and they're sitting in their dorm room, what do you want them to remember what you said? For me, I have 3 kids, and I'm thinking if my kids can go back to Isaiah 41:10 in that season of their life, and it says, "Do not fear, I'm with you. Do not be dismayed, for I'm your God. I'm going to strengthen you. I'm going to help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." I want my kids to know that their God is with them their freshman year of college. But that leads me to my second question. What do you want kids to be? See, this question alone implies that you're leading them to a destination. To point all of this to show us is this. What I'm trying to get across is that strategy is more important than you and I think. I think in Nehemiah, there was something like 150 years that was going by and the walls are in shambles. I think like broken Lego pieces everywhere. Leading up to the rebuild project, Nehemiah rode around the walls for years, devising a plan. Why? Because success is determined by strategy, not just a mission. I'm going to say that one more time. Success is determined by strategy, not just a mission. Nehemiah knew that all the talent to rebuild the walls were already there. They just needed a clear plan. The reason why I'm teaching this, the reason why I'm going over this in this video of strategy and the next video that you're going to see on the implementation process is I believe that God is leading us. I'm going to say that again. God is leading us. Can you say that with me? God leading us. Those 3 words. If you get anything out of this video series on the vision of what God is doing in Alamance County, I want you to walk away with a reminder that we are 150% dependent on God's hand to guide and direct us. That if all we do is gather our own resources, our own vision, what we believe church should look like, it's going to fail. And so this concludes video 1 of strategy. Before you click on video 2, I want you to pause. And I want you to pray right now for our church, for this season. What a beautiful season we're in. We're like two and a half years from a new building. And as we long for what God has for us and what he's going to do, let's not miss the process now of the framework. Because the framework in this is way more vital and important than any framework, any construction of a building. We have to be, our eyes have got to be set on God's hand guiding and leading us. So before you click on video part 2, I want you to pray, God, lead us. God, show us. God, direct us. Thanks so much for watching this one. We'll see you in a little bit in part 2.